Welcome to the highlights of this Benson Hedges World Series game between Australia and New Zealand at the Adelaide Oval. It's the second of the double-header games, and yesterday's between South Africa and New Zealand was entirely washed out, each team taking 1 point. Good conditions today, absolutely ideal, and a big crowd in, and these are the teams nominated by the skippers at the toss. The Australians have made one big change. Matthew Hayden comes in at the top of the order there with Michael SLATER. Mark Taylor is the 12th man, and the New Zealanders, well, they have some changes there. There's Rutherford and Young, and Rod Latham is over from New Zealand. Mark GREATBATCH, Chris CAIRNS, Chris Harris, Tony BLAIN, Dipak PATEL. Gavin LARSEN has flown over, and so too has Chris PRINGLE. Danny Morrison is in the side, and Shane Thompson is the 12th man. We join them now in the fourth over. They've only made one run so far, and Glenn McGrath is the bowler coming into bowl to Young. Your commentators are Bill Laurie and Tony Gregg.
That one nicely off his hip down to fine leg. He slips over, so it's not going well for New Zealand here. You just cannot afford to give away runs in a limited over game. Gone, yes, he finally takes a shot, and that Mark WAUGH, he makes it look so easy. That was flying. He just moved away to his right and took it off a tree. It was a beautiful catch.
Was it ever? He's got magnificent hands, Mark WAUGH.
Shot. First militant stroke of the morning, and it's 1 for 19.
If he's slipping a little bit, he could probably do with full spikes. Fine shot. Lovely shot there by Brian Young.
In the air, and McDermott is the man. Brilliantly done. Or is it REIFFEL? That's a good stroke. It's the sort of shot we've been used to associating with Mark GREATBATCH, and it'll save the fielder running too fast.
Oh, well bowled. Good Yorker there from REIFFEL, and Brian Young got his feet in a real tangle.
Shane Warne right arm over the wicket, leg spinner. Out, straight to border, beautifully bowled. CAIRNS charged the leggy, beaten by the flight, straight to Allan border. Superb cricket Australia, 4 for 104. Griffith got him. Yes, he picked it. Didn't pick it. He picked from here through GREATBATCH. The pull shot. That is superb bowling.
This is a big confidence builder for Shane Warne in the one-day internationals.
That's the fight. How was that? Can you believe that? That is kindergarten stuff. He threw it up and he chipped it straight back to him, and CAIRNS departs for 4 at 6 for 112. Beautifully bowled.
It's a very fine performance. And that is a great delivery.
Caught behind, a big edge there, the wide ball. I don't think that did that much. He just pushed it at defensively outside off stump. There may have been a little bit of movement. Warne continuing. 3 for 24 his figures. LARSEN on strike. It's in the air, down the ground. This will be out. Caught, yes, no problems. Caught down there. It's REIFFEL who comes running across to his left and takes the catch. No trouble at all. It's very difficult to hit sixes down the ground here.
He's certainly done Allan border a very, very good service.
That's a fantastic shot. Got that one away right off the meat of the bat into the gap at extra cover. In the air, and this will be out too. Who's calling for it? Allan border, yes, he's got him. So McGrath has struck as well. That's his third wicket. Pringle out. Caught trying to smash that one down the ground.
He's gone. That's it. All over Red Rover. All out for 135. McGrath gets 4. A very good effort. He bowled very well in his first ball. He's come back and picked up 2 more. So the youngsters, McGrath and Warne, knocking over New Zealand for a very low total on a good batting wicket.
That was a marvellous performance from the Australians, led by Allan border. They fielded brilliantly and bowled very well. For New Zealand, almost a disaster. This is the way their card looked. 135. They couldn't even bat out their full 50 overs, and only 4 of them there, plus extras, have reached double figures. They had no answer to the Australians. The bowling figures for Australia, absolutely sensational. Craig McDermott, 10 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 15, bowled brilliantly. And Shane Warne down the bottom, 10 overs, 1 maiden, 4 for 25.
Australia none for 8 after 4. It's nicely played. Short boundary on the sides here at the Adelaide Oval. Slater taking advantage of that. Shout from behind the wicket, and he's been given. Michael Slater has been adjudged LBW by the left-handed umpire Sheehan.
Precise, concise, and audible calling from these two already.
And Morrison should know better.
But that's not so good bowling, drifting into Matthew Hayden's legs.
Was Cairns about to take up the attack to replace Danny Morrison? That's a great shot. So elegant. Oh, that's a beautiful stroke again. He is perfection. And anything around about the off stump, strokes it away through the covers, and now he's gone through a misunderstanding, and Mark Waugh is making a very sad way home.
Well, that may make you feel a little bit better about the situation. Big gap between mid-on and square leg. It's the gap David Boon was aiming for.
In the air, but just finding the gap and the fence. It's 2 for 80.
Got an easy job in front of us. No more run-outs.
Once again, Boon finding the gap beautifully. 2 boundaries and successive hits from Boon.
Beautifully played through X, or just through cover point. Gives Matthew Hayden his 50. His first 50 in limited overs internationals. He played in the Texacos over in England in the Ashes Tour. About a half-century for him here at the Adelaide Oval. David Boon is just 2 away from his half-century. So this would be a productive partnership and a good personal one for both Boon and Matthew Hayden, who picks those up. This is Chris Cairns. And that'll be it. David Boon just getting there as the scores come level. 50 to the Tasmanian. With the foot on their throat all the way through the innings. And that is the winning run. David Boon has stroked it away through mid-on. That's a big win for the Australians. 2 for 136, and with 67 balls to spare. An excellent partnership between Hayden, the even half-century from 98, and David Boon, 51 from 90. 2 for 136 in 38.5. And the bowling figures, New Zealand had nothing at which to bowl. 135 was the target, and that is not many in limited overs cricket on